Match 5, Bangladesh A versus Oman A. So Naim Sheikh really get a move on. There you go. That's Tanseem Hassan, his partner. I thought he bowled decently well in the first outing. 57 wickets in 58 games. Kalimullah will look to take it away from the left-hander. Off the mark straight away. It's totally different to what
players who've driven Oman for the last decade.
They just can't afford to do that. They need to hold on to those. So that
should have been taken. Ayan Khan, it is a gully. And look at that extra bounce that Kalimullah gets. Deceives the batter completely. I know it's the fingertips, but it should have been taken. It would have been a duck for Sheikh, but instead he's off the mark. That would have been the dream start. When you're defending a low total, everything has to go your way. You have to take those chances.
There is the reply. Going hard at that Sheikh, and he gets a boundary. First of the Bangladeshians.
A little bit of width on offer. It's come off the edge, but it's gone between the backward point and the gully. Could have been such a different start here for Oman, but Bangladesh are showing 25 off 64 and then just 4 for Bilal.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just went through with it. Used the pace of the bowler. The timing and the placement was perfect.
Yeah, beautiful placement. Driven elegantly through the covers. At first deep in the crease, so the bowler will have seen that. He goes fuller as a response, tries to get the Yorker in, and then just half a skip from Tanseem Hassan down the ground.
Oh, this time he goes over. Long off for a 6. And this is how Tanseem plays, isn't it, Andrew? He just waits for those to come in.
Shot of the day. Maybe even shot of Bangladesh's tournament thus far. The 22-year-old from Bogra in Bangladesh. Well, this is bashful. Look at that. Stand and deliver. Really good shot down the ground. Wasn't even that full. Certainly wasn't a half volley. But he's lined up Kalimullah.
Playing with soft hands, but gets it into the gap. That will beat the fielder. He didn't try to hit it hard. I thought he just dropped his hands on that. And
timing. Raw, pure timing and class from Tanseem Hassan. Look at that. Just a push. Talk about timing. What you want to do is get your bat impacting the ball just as the bowler's getting it to go past it.
oh, that's lucky, but that will also run away to the boundary. The bowler would feel unlucky, but Tanseem will take it. Bangladesh is on a roll here.
Well, I think Tanseem Hassan will say, look in the book, it's 4. But real fortune. Good comeback. He dragged his length back clearly, Kalimullah. Not as full. Right around the game, well ahead of the rate.
Well, just go fetch that one. That's what Sheikh said. Short, width on offer. Sorry, it's a full toss. And banged into the point boundary.
Yeah, massive full bunger. And just hammered away. Immediately after the delivery, we probably won't see it. Fayaz Butt took his hands and wiped them all down the front of his trousers.
The target they're looking at. Well. Second boundary of the over, and it's 36. Well, this is the boundary of the last ball of the previous over. Width on offer, and that just went cracking into the point boundary. Well, save your legs for that, because Bilal, starting his first over, has been crashed to the cover region.
Hammered over pitch, a little bit of nerves. First time on a stage this big for Mohamed Bilal. And look at that square drive. We've been treated to some stroke play in this second innings. It's been the antithesis playing for places in 6 weeks' time.
This is unbelievable. Just look at that. Just punched through the cover region.
And somewhere around this SSC ground, there's a curator watching on going, that's how good a wicket this is. We didn't see it in the first innings. Look at that. Races away, pumped into the ground. And Oman, they are listening.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Oh. They've packed the offside, they bring an extra fielder in, take the slip out, and still the batsman finds the gap, and it is not good fielding as well.
Well, peaks and troughs aren't there in life, whatever we talk about, whether it's sport or careers. Right here, after the zenith, the highs of Zimbabwe, we're looking at nadirs, we're looking at lows here for Oman. This is not the standard you'd expect.
Down the track, didn't get the it in the middle of the bat, but it just might be pulled in. Yes, it is. They pick a couple. Didn't get it in the middle of the bat, got in the
fielders outside the circle. Use your feet, try to disrupt Kalimullah's length.
Oh, just look at that. Stand and deliver. On the up. Tanzid is meaning business here. He wants to end this off quick, get back to the hotel and relax and take the rest of the day off as well.
Really impressive. Just 22 years of age, another one putting his name up in lights.
Well, he goes down the track and gets a maximum of that. He is really wanting to make sure that they get it before that 13th over.
Quality, absolute quality. When good batting is played like this, look at the free flow of the bat. And just a duck of the head, he knew from the moment it pinged up it was 6 all the way. Up towards us there, you can see us in the background. My jaw was dropped as that one has soared into the sky. Oh man, listless.
Well, he gets in top edge, but that will also go down to the boundary. They say swing hard when you swing hard, and it's 67 for none at the end of 7.
Uses that bottom hand to perfection. One bounce down to long on for another boundary. Now that's what I'm talking about. If you miss your length by a fraction, that's what happens. 71 for no loss. And their participation in events like these is not all lost for Oman or for Nepal or for any side that's looking to progress. Yeah, just throws his bat at it. There's too much width, fuller length, and you trust your hands and eye.
It's made look so simple, and that's where the problem is. The consistency missing. You're talking about the associates coming in, playing with the big boys, even though it's the A team of Bangladesh. Despite that, it's the pressure.
So it is a good learning curve, provided you're ready to learn and just identify those weak links. Couple of runs, and that takes Tanzid to a well-deserved 50. At 50 of just 28 deliveries, that's a very good knock.
It's been an emphatic knock. 50s in the last list A matches, 6 of them. He's been consistent. Played for the Dhaka Premier League, and he's got a bunch of them. He carries on the good work here. Very impressive, Tanzid Hassan. So everything is a learning process.
It's gone right through that fielder at point, just brushing his fingernails. Still's got pace to it. Tanzid is in some serious mood here. 81 now.
Isn't he? Everything he's doing is turning to gold. Even the misfields, maybe not from the meaty part of that, possibly slicing it outer half, but the full flourish of the bat.
That's a good shot. It's the placement that's the key. He puts so much power behind those shots, Tanzid. Becomes it very tough for the fielders inside the circle. He almost at 15 yards to put hand to it.
Just the amount of time he had. The shortness of the ball, the width of it, he rocks back, ensures that it's backward of point.
Sorts of comparisons here in the boundaries between the two sides. Upish, and he'll clear mid-on. He'll go one bounce, another boundary. That makes it 16 boundaries and 2 sixes in just inside 11 overs compared to the 9 boundaries and a 6 and 46 overs from the opposition.
It tells a story, doesn't it? But here I felt that he had a bit of luck. It could have gone to one of the two fielders on the onside. It swung around, did manage to get the meaty part of the bat, but it's the region where the ball went. You want to see people suffer in the com box. Sikandar. He shimmies down the wicket, gets a hold of it, and that's run away to the boundary to finish the over. 14 overs have been completed. Bangladesh move on to 109 without loss. And it's also time.
That's a poor ball. Oh, he's going to be caught. He's hit it down the throat. They've lost their first wicket. That of Tanzid. He could have put that one away.
Well, the heat, it gets to you. It's 30 degrees, but there's a real feel of 38 when you take in the humidity. And even though it was dragged down a touch, it was a little bit quicker from Akib. Just went on with the arm. And the simplest of catches, Kalimullah takes down at long on. Finally some joy for Oman. It won't be a 10-wicket defeat, and Tanzid must be wishing that that drinks break never came. Got interrupted, and he's holed out. Very good innings though, he was outstanding. He made 68 off just 49. Score 109 for 1.
And this is up in the air. He's the fielder getting under that one. Oh. The captain departs. That is a very poor shot. He's trying to hit against the spin.
One captain dismisses another, and I think Saif Hassan has to have a long look at himself here. You're leading your country, maybe the A team. You've got to play more responsibly than that. Get your side over the line. That's not going to help his average in List A cricket. He's gone for a second ball. Duck just holds out. Akib Ilyas is a sharp turning leg spinner. We saw him pick up 2 wickets in the first game, and he's got smiles finally on the faces of the Omanis, and a pat in the back for the captain. He's dismissed his opposite number. It's 109 for 2. I suspect.
Oh, that'll run away. That will run away for a boundary. Zakir is off the mark. 14 more needed. At the end of the 15th is one. Oh, he's missed that. And that will run away to the boundary. Oh, it's buys. And that's the over. It's 121 for 2. Well, he goes inside out and gets a boundary. Andrew got it right, man.
I watch a lot of cricket. In fact, there's a ludicrous amount of cricket I watch. It's all I do.
And there you go. That's the winning runs for the Bangladeshi A team. And they do it in 16.3 overs. And Bangladesh win by 8 wickets.